Nithyanandeshwara Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। Completion is Shiva. Please understand, Mahadeva's responsibility is not destroying, rejuvenation. He destroys all the old things which can't stand alive in the present. He destroys the past, which is a dead weight on the present, but not power for the present, and creates the space for present to expand and be alive. Completion does exactly the same thing. Please understand, I can give same definition to completion and Mahadeva, which burns all the dead past, which is sitting as a weight over the present, but never as a power for the present, and creates a space for the present to become presence and expand, be alive. The definition which I gave now is for both Mahadeva and completion. Please understand. Mahadev is embodiment of completion. Completion is the process of Mahadev. Please understand, intense contemplation is the Trishul in the hands of Mahadev. Intense contemplation. I tell you, just like how they value a cow, a product, a house, you can be valued based on your ability to think intensely. Your ability to think intensely, your ability to think intensely gives value to you. Whatever field you are in, if you start thinking intensely, first thing you will find out is which is really your field. People try to become doctors when they are supposed to be sannyasis. People try to become engineers when they are supposed to be rishis. People try to become lawyers when they are supposed to be doctors. They do surgery of the case, operation success, case failed. People try to be in wrong places because thinking has not become intense. When you become intense, you will know whether you have to be in the place of a doctor or an engineer. You will be in the right place. I tell you, this is going to be the main point why my Gurukul kids are going to be successful all over the world. Because I teach them sincere thinking, intense thinking, authentic thinking. They do not have vague thinking. When I am attending this reality show, Nitya Dharmam, in Tandi TV, whenever I attend the reality show and talk to people, I always found the person who thinks vaguely, insincerely, is failure wherever he goes. When I say failure, I really mean, please understand, if you are supposed to be making $1 billion and you are making $2,500 per month, don't think it's a big success. It's a failure. The vague thinking is one of the biggest psychological disorder humanity has, and nobody attends to it. The Dentists Association is responsible to think and protect humanity from dental problems and come up with innovative solutions for existing problems. Psychiatrists Association is responsible for solving the psychiatric problems of humanity and protecting them from getting affected by further problems. Liver Association is responsible for protecting the liver of the whole humanity and finding solution for existing problems. Same way, an incarnation is responsible for protecting the spiritual welfare of the whole universe. And solving the existing problems humanity has spiritually. Understand, I feel that responsibility. That is why day and night I am rushing to reach out to human beings, to reach out to remind human beings about the poverty with which they are struggling, the spiritual poverty with which they are struggling. Vague thinking is one of the biggest mental disorder, psychological disorder, conscious disease with which your consciousness is suffering. First thing, let your thinking be aligned to your inner image, outer image, life's image, others' image. Anything which is away from these four, consciously, decisively complete with that pattern. Let your energy be intensified just on these four. Please understand. Manana means all your thinking is concentrated on your inner image, outer image, others' image and life image betterment. Please understand. Inner image is the ideas you carry about you. Outer image is the ideas you project about you. Others' image is the ideas others carry about you. Life image is the idea you carry about others and life. Constantly concentrate your thinking to make all these four better. Betterment of all these four leads to intense thinking, and intense thinking leads to betterment of all these four. ध्यान से सुनिए. Thinking to better all these four is what I call manana. The inner awakening level 4, the second day, the initiation you are going to receive is manana diksha. Stop this vague thinking. Learn to think. I wanted this to be a syllabus for our Gurukul kids. Around 4 days, whole day they will have to sit with paper and pen from the moment they wake up till they go to bed. constantly writing whatever they are thinking and editing and realigning. Writing whatever they are thinking, editing and realigning. Realigning your thinking to the betterment of all these four. And some of you may be thinking, how can Gurukul kids understand all these big concepts? If you are thinking like this, be very clear. You are a dull, vague thinker. My kids can understand 200 times more than what you can understand. And Vivekananda says very clearly, before the age of 14, a child has all the capability to become enlightened. And I really wanted all my disciples, followers also to practice this. Take 4 days off from your regular routine. Go somewhere where you are not demanded, where you are not expected to follow any routine. Wake up whenever you want. Start writing down your usual thinking. But if you wake up naturally, your usual thinking will start. Pen down. After you pen down, half an hour or 1 hour, when you don't have further any thoughts, then read what you wrote. See how you can align your thinking to the betterment of these four. Inner image, outer image, others image, life image. Whatever is not in alignment, complete with those thought patterns. For example, if you are a sannyasi, and if you have a thought pattern of the lust or power, then sit with yourself and complete with that root pattern. Find out why that parasite patterns exist in you. I tell you, at some point you would have felt powerless, weak. That is why you wanted social power or political power as an alternative to your existential power. So, complete with that pattern. I am not saying you should not have social power or you should not have political power. No. All I am telling you is having social power or political power due to the powerlessness inside is something seriously wrong. That powerlessness has to be completed, has to be attended. Complete with all the root patterns which is not in sync, alignment with your inner image, outer image, others image and life image, which is not helping you to better all these four. Betterment of all these four is manana. Please listen. If your thinking is vague, you do not align yourself with these four. Authentic thinking. Authentic thinking is manana. As I said, at least spend 4 days in learning authentic thinking and completing with all the inauthentic patterns. This is literally like a designing your inner space. Designing your inner space. Many of you want beautiful inner space, but you go on traveling in a completely opposite direction. It is like you want to go to Bangalore, but you are traveling towards Mysore. On the way, if I tell you, you say, no, 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 even in this road, if I go, at one day I'll come back to Bangalore. When? If you go around the whole planet Earth one round, you may come back to Bangalore. By the time you may die. That is what exactly we are doing. Please understand, our thinking, is it going hand in hand with the way we want to build ourselves? If your thinking is bettering your 4 identities, then your thinking is your friend. If your thinking is functioning in the opposite direction of your 4 identities, if they are not bettering that 4 identities, then your thinking itself is your enemy. Please understand. First you need to find out whether your thinking is acting as a God inside you, as a demon inside you. Whether it is acting as a God inside you or as a demon inside you. Sometimes many of you are possessed by ghost. What is that ghost? Your own thinking which is not in alignment with the betterment of your 4 identities. First sit and pen down the 4 identities you wanted to have. The best inner image, best outer image, best others image, best life image. Have that 4 pen down. Then align all your thinking to it. If there is some thinking which goes completely in a different direction, complete with it. Complete it. Declare spontaneous completion and drop it. Align your thinking towards these 4 identities. Inner image, outer image, others image and life's image. Please understand, authentic thinking is one of the greatest treasure a human being can have. Authentic thinking is one of the greatest treasure a human being can have. So the second initiation you are going to have in the IA level 4 is Manana Diksha, initiation into authentic thinking. I tell you, if suddenly you find all the pebbles in the sea beach are diamonds, you can't even say you landed on a treasure, because a beach full of diamonds can't even be called as treasure. It is like suddenly you are transported to a different world. I tell you, that is what exactly will happen. Whole day, if your thinking is aligned towards this 4 identity, like an intense coal, dense coal becomes diamond. Dense carbon only becomes diamond. So dense thinking becomes authenticity. Understand, dense carbon becomes diamond, dense thinking, intense thinking, sincere thinking becomes authenticity. You don't need to do anything special to be authentic. You don't need to spend every day some time to become authentic. First spend few days and learn authenticity. Learn to think in an authentic way. In Inner Awakening level 4, you will be receiving the initiation into Manana. Means through the spiritual energy, Kundalini awakening, you are aligned to do Manana. complete with all the patterns which is not supporting, helping you to better your four identities. Manana is one of the biggest treasure, power God has given you, and unfortunately you are not using it. Sometime when people come and stand here asking me for healing them, I really feel, oh God, why are you coming and standing in front of me like a beggar? Narayana, why do you stand like a Daridra without realizing you are Narayana? You are capable of everything I am capable of. It is unfortunate. People have their own head becomes a dead weight on themselves. It is like a big rock is sitting on you. You cannot move your body. So their own thinking becomes a big rock on themselves, and they feel they are bound, they are bound, they are bound. They are bound, they are bound, they are bound. So unfortunate. All you need to do is only one thing. Align your thinking towards your four identity. That's all. That's all. Your thinking can become your enemy. Your thinking can become your friend. Your thinking can become your enemy. Your thinking can become your friend. Bringing intensity into your thinking is manana. Essence of today's satsang: bring authenticity in your thinking. Align your thinking to these four identities: your inner image, outer image, others image, and life image. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share, and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.